November is National Children's Month. This year, the government is putting the spotlight on protecting children's rights amid the pandemic. Among the issues the Social Welfare Department would like to focus on is child abuse and exploitation, specifically those being conducted online. Joining us now to tell us more is Social Welfare Assistant Secretary Glenda Relova. Good morning, ASEC. Thank you for joining us.
Hello, good morning, Ria, and good morning to all your televiewers.
ASEC, could you talk to us about the prevalence of child abuse and online sexual exploitation during the pandemic? How many cases or reports have you received over the past year and a half, and are they a significant increase from before the pandemic?
Yeah, Ria, OSAIC is a trending form of child abuse. So there are two definitions regarding OSAIC. So these are child sexual exploitation materials, or what we call CSEM, any visual or audio or any combination thereof, representation of minors under the age of 18 engaged in sexual activity, or of minors engaging in lewd or erotic behavior recorded, produced, and published to arouse the viewer's interest. Another one is child sexual abuse materials, or what we call CSAM, as imagery or videos which show a person who is a child and engaged or is depicted as being engaged in explicitly sexual activity. So there are assessment which shows that there's an increase of 264% regarding OSAIC from the previous years. However, those that were reported to the DSWD are being managed by our RRPTP program. There was a decrease in the number of children being managed. So there's a very big implication regarding these figures. There's an increase in the perpetration, while there are very few who are accessing services from the DSWD or from the authorities. So meron siyang disparity, tumaas, pero mas kokonti yung nakaka-access ng services. So ito yung nagiging problema ng mga law enforcement and ng DSWD because of the restriction in movements. So nahihirapan kami na puntahan yung mga victims natin.
Right. Ma'am, what do you think are the factors that lead to online sexual abuse? How does this happen in the first place?
So there are several factors na nagpa-perpetuate ng ating OSAIC. One is poverty, still the enabling factors for all forms of violence. Plus there are free online connectivity, so mas accessible na yung technology. Further, online payment facilities offered by banks and electronic payment services by mobile phone are more accessible to our public now. There's also this certain cultural beliefs that pag OSAIC ka, hindi ka nahahawakan. Therefore, yung principle na no touch, no harm. Hindi nila naiisip yung long-term trauma ng pagkalat ng mga sexual abuse materials na ito na nagli-leave ng footprint forever. Pagka minine ito, matanda na yung mga biktima, makikita pa rin yung footprint nito mga sexual materials online. Plus yung limited resources and the restriction in movement, yung mga bata natin, mas higit sila na nagstay at home tapos meron silang mga gadget. So nagiging prone sila sa mga perpetrator na alam naman natin ang OSAIC is borderless. So hindi lang dito sa Pilipinas yung mga perpetrator, mas malimit coming from other countries.
Yeah, that is a terrible aspect of this. Now, all month long, you'll be conducting several activities to promote National Children's Month. Very quickly, could you tell us more about these?
Yeah, this is based on our Republic Act 10661, wherein November is the National Children's Month, and also to commemorate yung ratification ng Convention on the Rights of the Child. So there are several activities that we'll be conducting. So our kick-off ceremony is today, 10 to 12 a.m. So it's live sa Facebook. November 5, we have screening of Eyewitness documentary. And then on November 15, we partner with a watch party with Knowledge Channel. And then we have play activities in partnership with Unilab. And also on November 19, an exclusive screening of Eyewitness documentary. And for the fourth week or the last week, this will be the celebration of Juvenile Justice Welfare Consciousness Week activities. So those are some of the activities that the DSWD and other government agencies will be having in celebration of the National Children's Month.
All right, ASEC, thank you so much. That was Assistant Secretary Glenda Relova from the DSWD.